You might recall that we've talked about the pros and cons of annuities before, right here at our kitchen table. Annuities can be a very useful investment for some folks, but for many others, annuities can be a scam and a ripoff. You must be smart and protect yourself. And my very smart law partner, Mike Solomon's here to reveal a new scam based on an old problem. Good to see you, Mike.
Hi, Armin.
What are the advantages of annuities? Let's start there.
Well, annuities are insurance products. So what basically many people buy, if they buy a deferred annuity, they take a lump sum amount of money, they give it to the insurance company. Hopefully the insurance company invests it, makes them money. But even if not, sometimes many of these insurance companies will guarantee that you'll get your money back. But the big advantage of an annuity is the income tax, like an IRA, is deferred until you pull the profits out. So that's the advantage of an annuity, a deferred annuity especially.
And what's the problem?
The problem is that many times annuities are sold to older adults and they shouldn't be. There was a case in Minnesota where annuities were sold to hundreds of people. The average age was 75 years old. They had to keep the money locked in place for something between 10 and 14 years, and they had most of the money tied up in the annuity. On average, it was 89%, and that's just outrageous. You shouldn't do all that.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Well, number one, if you're tying your money up in an annuity and you can't pull it out without penalties, first of all, you may need that money. You may need it to pay, at any age, by the way. You may need it to pay house payments, health costs, or any expenses of life. So that's number one, you're tying up your money. Number two, as I mentioned, you're tying it up for a long period of time, and if you pull it out, you'll pay penalties. So that's a bad thing. And number three is that you're putting, in this situation, they were putting 89% of their money in one sort of investment. That's just not good sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
The company that were pushing this got hit with big fines.
Yeah, about $7 million fines.
So what's prompted the aggressive sales of deferred annuities to people who in many cases shouldn't be buying them?
Well, one word, money. There's a lot of money to be made selling annuities. You can make commissions that are fairly significant, can average to as low as a few percentage points up to 2 or 3 or more percent. So that and the investment fees can be pretty significant with annuities.
So how do we protect ourselves? If the insurance agent has this great incentive to make money, how do we protect ourselves?
Well, you need to ask a lot of questions. You need to ask them, what are the commissions involved? What are the investment advisory fees? How long do you have to leave your money in there? What are the surrender charges? That's probably the most important thing to find out. If you pull your money out early, how much are the surrender charges? And then finally, you want to see what they do, what their investment record is.
Great. Mike, thank you for alerting us to these problems. All right, so annuities can be worthwhile investments for some people, but be sure to watch out for scams, especially if you or your parents are older and are being pressured to put most of your savings into annuities. Watch out. For more information, call the number that's next.
Call Budish, Solomon, Steiner & Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.budishandsolomon.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, already totaling your taxes for 2012, we'll take a look at the financial landscape. Then discover how art is this season's best decoration. Plus, how you can be confident your caregiver is not a criminal. Until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
Would you like to join our kitchen conversation? All you have to do is call toll-free 1-877-765-1543 and leave us your question, name, and phone number. Or log on to www.golden.tv for all the latest information and show updates.